All right, so the next thing we're going to do is tackle this section from about 47 until 65. And it's really common in this genre to have this play or call and response between the bass and the drums. Now, in this track, our bass isn't doing much in this section, but we have this bass-like instrument, which is the saw lead. And we're going to use this as the bass part, and we're going to have the saw and the drums go back and forth, okay? So let me just play you this section first. Okay, so we're going to actually do just from here to here, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to cut out every other measure from the saw lead, and that's where the drums are going to take a solo. So for now, what you guys need to do is go down here to the corner and either control click or right click, and I want you to make the fixed grid 1 bar, okay? So now when we're looking at the grid, we should be on a 1 bar grid. And what you guys are going to do is starting at measure 47, you guys are going to make a cut with Command E or Control E every measure between 47 and 57. Just like this, okay? The next thing you guys are going to do is you're going to turn off every other measure. And the easiest way to do this is with 0. So check it out. This measure, 47, I'm leaving on. This measure right here, clicking on it, pressing 0. Pressing 0, pressing 0, 0, 0. Okay? Let's hear what it sounds like right now. So you guys get the idea. Now we are leaving space for the drummer to do something crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We're going to have 5 different drum solos. We're going to do the same thing up here in the drums, okay, where we're going to make those cuts. So I want you guys to do the same thing. Go through between 47 and 57, and in your drums, the top part of your drums, so your snare and hi-hat, the Outcast sample, you guys are going to go through with Command E or Control E. You guys are going to make cuts. And after you guys have made the cuts on the drums, we are going to turn off the opposite drums, right? So right here, we're going to turn this one off. While the lead is playing here, we're going to turn that one off. You guys get the idea, okay? Again, I'm just pressing 0 to turn them off. Okay, and now you can see, now let's listen to it. Okay, so you guys get the idea. So, next thing we're going to do is, each time we have one of these, what are drum solos, right now it's just copied and pasted from what we made before, but we need to make each of these a lot more interesting, okay? So, what you guys are going to do is you're going to get in and get surgical in each of these drum solos to make them more interesting. The first thing you're probably going to want to do is turn your grid back onto something smaller, okay? So I'm going to control click or right click. I'm going to make it 16th notes. I'm going to get in here and I'm going to do cuts once again, bleep bloop, with Command E or Control E, okay? And the first thing I'm going to do is probably move some stuff around again, just like we did before, right? So I'm going to move some stuff around. I'm going to go into these slices and change the transposition on some of them, right? This is the same kind of stuff we did before. Change the transposition. I'm going to make some of them reverse. Swing. Okay? Just to make the drums sound more interesting before we add even any other effects. Okay, so after you guys have rearranged the pieces even more to make it more interesting and added more transposition changes and reversing, let's hear what mine sounds like right now. Okay, we are also going to add some effects and automate them for each of these drum solos, okay? So we are going to add a different effect and automate it for each of these drum solos. That's going to be 5 different effects, and this is where we can kind of get creative and have a good time. Okay, let me show you how you're going to do this. So for the first drum solo, for this one right here, I am going to add beat repeat, okay? Now, I'm just dragging it on the track where all of the drums are, right? Where all of the Outcast drums are. And instead of choosing the main one, I'm going to go in here and choose one of the presets. I will choose... try this one, okay? Now, I need to turn my automation arm on. Up here, turn my automation arm on. Mixer, nope, we are working with the micro fills, right? Because that's our beat repeat. And we're gonna leave it device on. So this is how we're gonna automate it. I'm gonna turn off the pencil here. The device is gonna be off until we get into the drum solo here where the device is gonna be on, and then the device is gonna be off again. Do you guys see that? So all we're automating is whether the device turns on or off. Let's watch it happen. So the device is off. Now watch it. Now it's off again. Okay? So we have this device turning on for that drum solo. Let's go grab another preset or another audio effect. I'm going to grab one of these. Okay. Now I'm going to go and automate this one. Device on. So we're going to go to our second drum solo. It's going to be off until our second drum solo. Whoops. It's going to turn on. And then it's going to turn off. Let's watch it. Let's start at the very beginning. Sorry. Here's this one. Now it turns off. Now let's watch this one turn on. I'm going to do all of these for you so you guys can see me doing it. If you don't need to know how to do this, you can skip it. I'm going to do, this one's kind of fun. Let's do this 12-bit thing. That's going to be for the third drum solo, so I'm going to choose 12-bit fidelity. 1, 2, here's my third drum solo. Device is going to be off until I get to this drum solo. It's going to turn on and then off again. Let's watch it. Now, that's not doing much. I'm going to turn this on. There we go. And maybe for the for this one, I'll do one more, and then for the very last one, maybe we'll have them all going just to be weird, okay? I'm going to turn on a vocoder thing. Let's see. Bloop. Drag this here, okay? So for this one, I'm going to choose the noise drums. I'm going to have this be off. Turn it on for that solo. Have it turn off again. Let's watch it. Here it comes. Okay? And maybe for the very last one, if we're crazy, we can have all of our devices turn on. Make sure you turn them off again though. Okay? What if we have that one turn on? What if we have the microfills turn on? This is just going to be probably annoying and loud, but we can try it. So this one turn on. You guys get the idea. The only thing we're automating is whether these devices turn on or off, okay? And one more. Device on. We're going to have it turn on. Okay, now let's listen to how crazy it sounds on this one. It's not horrible. Okay, let's listen to this whole section. I want to watch each of these devices turn on or off. Okay, ready? Here comes this one turning on. Here comes this one turning on. Here comes this one. Here comes this one. And then here come all of them. See that? Okay, so that's what you guys are going to do. You're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different audio effects, and you're going to automate those devices to turn on for each of the drum solos. If you don't like the way an audio effect sounds while it's on, you can mess with the settings, or you can choose something new, choose a different preset to get a sound you like. But there should be a clear call and response between this lead and your drums.